It is October 30th, 2024, and we're continuing our series of scary realities, toxic employers. So you know things are going to be bad when you start at a place and the person that is supposed to train you, who worked there, has quit and has been moved to another department under a different company name. And everybody seems to be unhappy about it. But you just started. So you go into training in a situation where they don't really want you to be trained. They don't really want you to be successful because they're just mad because you're working there at all. These are old wounds that you can never seem to clear up for some reason. You put in the effort. In my case, I never missed a day, was never late until the employer gave me COVID and I had to take off time mandatorily. But you're hopeful. You just started the job. You're thinking, hey, I can turn these people around. I work hard. I care. I'm going to do it. Right? So you begin. Clean up the whole department. You organize it. You systematize it. You come early. You leave late. You do everything you can to be a good employee. But these people, with their old wounds, are unhappy about the way they've been treated because, quite honestly, they haven't been treated well either. And they start to set you up. They start to find ways to say you're not this and you're not that. And because it's such a toxic place, I mean, in my case, every type of harassment, every labor law seemed to have been being broken. And you just, it's fine. It's fine if you're in a lowly position. But what if they move you to the main office and they're still breaking all the labor laws? And guess what? Who's responsible for these things? Who's responsible for these things that they do? They should be, but I assure you they're not. If they were responsible, these things wouldn't be happening in the first place. If they were responsible, they would have handled the conflict from the beginning. But they don't. They don't handle the conflict. They let it fester. And they have their own wounds because it's a corporation. Because it's a corporation. And they have wounds from the way that they were treated. And the toxicity, the poison, trickles down like Reaganomics, right? The toxicity trickles down like Reaganomics. There's a little friar, thou shalt not steal. People do steal. Now, there seems to be no answer to the problem. No answer. So because you can't get through to the owners, and it's getting to the point where people are stalking you and videotaping you, and they're trying to find any kind of dirt at all they can find on you. I mean, if it gets that ugly that they're trying to cause physical fights with you, you pretty much have to quit, don't you think? I mean, I don't know how much you're getting paid for the job, but whatever it is, it ain't enough. It is not enough for you to be miserable on a daily basis. And especially if you're working like 72 hours a week because they can't even staff the place properly. No, because these people with their old wounds will not even allow new people to be hired unless they totally approve. And they're not going to approve if it's anybody other than a friend of theirs. So you have to quit. And do you sue? No, you don't sue. I mean, first of all, you're just shocked that you worked so hard for these people that have nothing but animosity toward you. And why do they have animosity toward you? For no reason whatsoever, as far as I can tell. No reason whatsoever. And the people who did this to you, are they the ones who pay? No, they're not the ones who pay. The people who pay is the corporation, the business. The business pays for their sins. Right? So the guy who did you wrong doesn't even have to pay. No, what happens to the guy who did you wrong? He gets credit for all your work. He gets credit for your work, and he gets a promotion, and he's becoming an owner because he told the best lie. Right? Because his greed was more understandable than your hard work. I mean, I don't know the answer. The only answer is to go away and be successful. The best revenge is always success. And I'm really sorry that it turned out that way. And I know there are tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of you out there working in places that don't appreciate your work, where they don't pay you properly, where they talk behind your back and try to destroy you in any way they possibly can because they're greedy and because they're just toxic people. They're hateful, toxic people. And like I say, if you find yourself in that situation, in the scary reality of toxic employment, my advice to you is go get another job. Get out of there. These people will destroy you any way they can. They are toxic reality. That's my story on